Hey guys, welcome back. It's Joyce at Medusa Spring. And I had an interesting weekend. I actually headed to the county immediately south of where I live, which is called Flagler County, to the town of Flagler Beach to share in the celebration of my very good friend's wedding shower. Since I was headed that way, and I've been wanting to go to a plantation there for some time for you guys, I decided to turn it into a camping expedition too, a data collecting venture for the channel, and also to test my skills, find out what works and what doesn't work, since I'm actually moving into my vehicle when my lease expires. So it was a little bit of all of those things. So I drove down on Saturday, popped into a Harbor Freight, which I'm not sure where you live, but here in Florida it's kind of a discount hardware store. You can find all kinds of interesting things there. Got the things I needed. And then I checked on a cemetery. You will see it is the Masonic Cemetery in Bunnell. Walked around that abandoned cemetery a good bit. Then I went to my friend's bridal shower. Then I popped into another cemetery, St. Mary's Catholic Cemetery, which is also nearby. Then I checked into my camp, where I was car camping with a tent extension amidst a sea of RVers, which was quite an experience. Sunday I got up and went to the Bulow Plantation ruins and ended up staying one more night at the campgrounds, gathering interesting information for you. So, I'll be quiet now and let you watch and, in some cases, listen to what I have to say as I'm driving down U.S. State Road 1 from St. Johns County down into. Okay, just wrapped up at Harbor Freight, turning onto Old Kings Road, and that's a whole nother video in itself, Old Kings Road. But where I'm taking you, because I have about an hour, is to the Masonic Cemetery. It says it's in Bunnell. We'll see. I'm not sure if it's Bunnell or Palm Coast. Old Kings Road. Yes, Old Kings Road, when Florida was a British colony. This road was built based on old Timucuan and Seminole trails. Funny, so I was in Harbor Freight and I just needed a couple things. I got a couple inexpensive tarps, I got some clamps, I got a roll of duct tape, things you need, basic things. Who was screaming and yelling and complaining that there weren't enough people, and why is someone begging, why isn't she opening another register? Well, because it's a brand new cashier and she needs to assist him. Whining. He was right behind me and he was gesturing and getting up in everybody's face, and I said, gosh, if you're that unhappy with the service, perhaps you should take your business elsewhere. And he said, you know what? You're right. I think I'm going to take my business elsewhere. And he started in on another tangent. And I said, you know, I didn't say that to you to give you permission to gripe anymore. We're all tired of hearing your bad attitude. Oh, and he exploded. Shut up, lady! Shut your fat mouth and mind your own goddamn business! And I just smiled. I just looked him straight in the eye and smiled calmly. And he was thumping and spitting, and not spitting at me, but you know, when people get really upset, sometimes they spit when they're screaming. And there was about 8 people in line behind him. It was a busy moment. And I just kept smiling. I just smiled. He screamed and I smiled, and he finally calmed down. And then I got up and put my items down, and he said, I'm sure you've got a lot of friends with an attitude like that. And I said, oh, I am absolutely positive that I could say the same for you. And 2 or 3 people behind him heard that and laughed. And that was the end of that. He became very nice after that. Very, very nice. In fact, I heard him turn around and apologize to the people in line for being so impatient and angry and making such a scene. He just wanted to buy his items, and he didn't understand why service was so slow. So I'm waiting for my British voiced maps to tell me where to turn. Bikes. There's bikes everywhere because it's Bike Week in Daytona. Daytona's about an hour south on the freeway, a little more. So there are bikes all over right now. Here's a whole bunch coming at me. And they like to ride on these old state and county roads when they come to town. I used to live half a block from all that nonsense. Ugh. And I rode a motorcycle at the time too. That was my vehicle, and I hated it then. So this is old. Okay, I've made my U-turn, and we're coming up on the Masonic Cemetery that is not marked very ostentatiously. It's that red sign right there. Masonic Cemetery. C. Cemetery hours 8 to 5 daily. Okay. Interesting. Beware of falling trees. I like that. So there it is. I'm trying to figure out the best place to park. This doesn't look very well tended, which makes it much more appealing to the taphophile that I am. Yeah, see, there's been a lot of flood damage to the stones. Lots of pine cones. I think, I guess I'll go all the way around. Yeah, I don't want to park and block anybody's way that might come to visit a loved one. Yeah. 2 years old. A lot of disturbance there from the flood water. Miss Jackson. Got a family of Jackson here with, they would have planted that tree. I imagine that's the elder Jackson there. Oh no! There was some stone that was completely destroyed. We've got, that's Mr. Sloan. Got some back there. That's beautiful, right? They would have planted this tree, or this tree was here, and that's where they chose that location. several here. 2003, and at one point they were tending to her pink tomb, but not so much anymore. Let's see if we can get a date on this one. Kind of a raised bed here. Looks like a child again. Yeah, not even a year old. 1978, he passed away. Got a military gentleman there. World War I. Another military piece there. It looks like an older one. I can't read. These look quite old. These raised ones. Cooper. I think it says 99. Unfortunately, all the identification for this one has gone by the wayside. World War II. I find it so sad when so often in cemeteries, trees were placed at when a body was laid to rest, and so when the trees were cut down or died, it's very heartbreaking. See, there was that locust tree that was planted at, I would think was a woman's head. Those pink flowers make me think that's a woman. Palm trees, whole family there. Mr. Hubert, 19. I think that's his 1965. See how that one's been completely knocked off line from the water. Planted a cypress between those two. Beautiful. See, they planted a tree at the foot of Mr. Anderson, who was in the Army, but the tree has died, unfortunately. And those two cypress planted there, clearly. And we've got some back there that are really in that overgrowth. I don't want to walk back there. You know, and I think after picking up cactus in my toes, don't want to walk around too much. Mr. Williams and Mr. Williams. Oh, these are all Williams. Okay. Mrs. Williams. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Look at that. See, and the family would have planted all of that back in the day. So, Big Mama and Big Daddy. 2011 and 2020, they passed away. And World War II, Mr. Harris. Oh, look at this. Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. See, it's lovely. They're only in their 20s, but they passed away. I can't see the name. Got another over 2. I've come to really love it when family members install benches. You know, this one, it looks like they had an inscription, but you know, you like to think that there's a bench there so you can sit and talk to your loved one. I love that. And then, isn't this over here? Got world that been burned away by the inland Florida sun. Mr. Smith, Private Mr. Smith, World War II, and I think I've come around to circle everything. So okay, so a little taphrophiliac walk through the Masonic Cemetery that is listed both as being in Palm Coast and in Bunnell. I will let you decide. What's interesting about Bunnell, the development of this community, originally it was all Bunnell, and then it split off into Palm Coast and different other things. But what's interesting about Bunnell is after Flagler had done all of his stuff, the plantations were long gone, and this was American territory. There's that grasshopper. Land speculators sold mail order parcels. Okay, everybody, I have finished my little wedding shower, and here we are at we're here at St. Mary's Cemetery. I think we're in Flagler Beach, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure where the demarcations are here in this area. St. Mary's Catholic Cemetery. 3-year-old there, unfortunately. Planted something there that has not done very well, but nonetheless. I love these rocks. I don't remember seeing that before. Love the rocks. Shells I've seen. Right? That's done a lot. Black cemeteries and Latin cemeteries. Shells. Love that. Love that. Let's walk over here real quick. Beautiful resting place. This is interesting right here. Part of there. So I guess this is the end of, right? It's where the two stones are. I like that one back there in the corner by the tree. These look old. They're not stones, they're copper plates. Petra and Manuel Buenaventura. Oh my goodness. Isn't that lovely? Look at this. This is fantastic. I do not know how to say that name. Khrushchev. There are a lot of Ukrainian and Polish families here in Flagler Beach, Palm Coast. There's a lovely Polish-Ukrainian market here in this town. Wonderful market. Jans, I don't know how to say that. Jansweska, another Polish name. Look at this aloe around that, beautiful. Lovely. Isn't that just gorgeous? The bell. Look at the work on that stone from Mr. and Mrs. Rohan. Of course, I love the benches. People sit and visit their loved ones. Isn't that fantastic? That's just fantastic. Not a very old cemetery, but indeed a well cared for cemetery. Look at that. My goodness. A lot of families, you know, husband and wife here. World War II. Established 1914. Oh boy, look at that stone. That's really stunning. Got a gopher turtle hole there. Interesting that they're on high ground. I wonder what determines how that works out. Certainly it's the best place when this Flagler Beach and Palm Coast are full of canals. Oh my goodness! Someone or something broke off his head. I think it's supposed to be St. Francis of Assisi. Good heavens. I don't understand why people do things like that. Just don't understand. Look at this marvelous family honor here. Moltkowski. That's fabulous. Oh, World War One, Mr. Kostansky, World War One. That looked old, but it's not that old. Just the way that it's placed, the stone placed in the earth like that. Well, this looks quite old. Catherine, 1959. 34. Of course, they planted a tree right there. This one, my goodness. So that's an honorarium for, that's not anyone's particular headstone. Small, but very significant cemetery. It is clearly well cared for. That's lovely. So here we go, guys. Beulah Plantation RV Resort. This is our spot. I've never been into this park before. I've only been to the where the ruins are. So I guess check in and get my campsite for the night. Hey guys, it's Sunday morning. I'm here at Bunnell. It's an honor system. You have to pay $4. Let me get a parking sticker. Now I gotta get out of the way because there's somebody behind me. So let's start rolling. And I didn't buckle my seatbelt, so it's probably gonna start screaming at me. I'm telling you, the skeeters are out. The skeeters are out. Got somebody in a cool converted vehicle here. Try to get up there, but I'm not walking through ankle deep water. And fatigued. I moved my setup. But you know what? Actually, it's good because I've got these. Families on this side. So Maybe y'all can explain to me why people do it. And you just spend the whole day inside I just don't get it. Now, I know people that have or do live in mobile homes, or not mobile homes, these, RVs or fifth wheels. I've known people who were, waiting to build their house, or, while their house was being built, or, transitioning. People do that all the time. Or people that do what I'm doing now. When my lease expires, I'm moving into my car. And part of why I'm camping this weekend is to work out all the kinks when I still have choices, to find out what I need, what doesn't work. So, I know people that do that. And I've known people who sold their house to buy an RV and travel around and do, like Instagram travel channel things, right? I've known people like that too. But the people that I know that are doing that travel thing, that like have a Patreon account or something, they're already very nature-loving, bicycle riding, yoga, qigong people, right? They're outside all the time. They completely take advantage of the outsideness. And the people that I know currently, I know one couple that moved into a mobile home. They bought a, oh my God, did you see that? Oh my God. They bought a mobile home. It was a fifth wheel. They bought a fifth wheel, and they parked it on. Oh, and my gosh! And there's a turtle right there. I can't zoom this in. Do you see the turtle right there? I can't zoom this thing in. They camping in there, living the elemental life. There is an alligator right there, and he's swimming up to those little boys. Those little boys are looking at an alligator. He's not very big. I can see his nose. Oh my God, that boy's gonna throw something at him. People must feed that gator. Wow. Oh my God. People totally must feed that gator. Pet gators. Wow. That's wild. The mosquitoes are so bad right here.